I have a governor who believes in the union movement and believes in collective bargaining. Now, you know that I have made it clear that I'm going to ask our public employees to make some concessions to help us through these tough fiscal times, but those concessions will be made across a bargaining table through our collective bargaining process and with mutual respect. We will not solve our budget crisis or the challenges that face our system of public education or health care by attacking the labor movement or trying to make scapegoats out of our public employees. The labor movement created the middle class in the last century, and it is absolutely essential to drive per capita incomes back up in our new century. And our public employees are our friends, our neighbors, our families, and our colleagues. But before you can bargain a contract or form a union, you have to have a job. And I've made my top 3 priorities of my administration getting Oregonians back to work, refocusing our system of public education, and driving down the cost of medical care. My first act as governor was to launch a number of short-term job creation initiatives, and I can tell you we made good progress on all of them. We've created 6,500 new jobs already this year. Companies like Vigor Industrial, Solar Power, U.S. Geothermal are announcing new Oregon plants, new capital investments, and new jobs. On Friday, we announced that Shimadzu USA is making a significant new commitment to Oregon, investing in their plant in Canby with over 50 high-tech jobs over the next 3 years, and a new 54,000-foot warehouse that will put more trade workers back to work in the Canby area. I've been working with labor leaders and our business community to ensure an adequate supply of industrial land and to make sure that the land we do have is used to create long-term family wage jobs. I pledged during the campaign that I would support our growing biomass industry to put people back to work in rural Oregon and make our schools more energy efficient to create more good trade jobs throughout the state of Oregon, and we're making very good progress on both of those. But I also need to ask for your help, because the biggest drag on economic development and job creation isn't taxes, it's the cost of health care. Cost of health care is the single biggest and fastest growing cost for state government, for families, for businesses, and indeed for the private sector. We can no longer allow health care costs to go up 9 or 10% a year.
That's right.
If they do, it will continue to sap wages from our working people, undermine our common infrastructure, and put us at increasing jeopardy. We know that 80% of the cost in our medical system comes from treating people with one or more chronic illnesses like congestive heart failure or asthma. And we know that 10% of the population contributes 70% of the cost of health care. What if we had a system that could actually identify those 10% and manage them appropriately in the community? We could drive down costs and improve the health of Oregonians. I have introduced legislation that will do just that, and I'm going to need your help in getting it passed. Together, we can certainly move this state forward. I pledge to stand by you in protecting the union movement, protecting our collective bargaining process. I want you to stand with me to revamp our healthcare system, and together we can create a state for our children that we can be proud of.